So if we get any gems here, I want to keep this short too. I have to get back to work. I just want to get you into the site. So I've given you the 2 words. Don't say them again. Don't say them. You already have them, right? I'm just going to say capital I, capital D. You know the 2 words, right? Can you just acknowledge that?
Yes.
Okay, good. So don't say them. And then I'm going to give you the numbers. Actually, I already gave you 4 of the numbers, right? It was a particular year. Do you remember what those were? It was pretty obvious. Do you remember?
No.
That's okay. It's this year. I'm just going to leave it at that. And it's 4 numbers. Let's leave it at that. Okay? And then that's not it. That's not it. So we're building a password here, and no one knows the beginning except for you. Okay. And then the end of it, you ready? There's 3 more numbers in it.
Okay. The numbers. So the numbers are 2020.
Yep. And then I'm going to give you a few more. Ready?
Okay.
This is the end of it. 247 bang, and the bang is short for exclamation.
247 bang, BANG.
No, bang is short for exclamation point. Instead of saying exclamation point, I say bang.
Gotcha.
So so don't say the whole thing again. You know it. You know the first 2 words. You know the year, and then you know it's 247 bang. So that's it. So see, punch that in. Punch that in. You're not doing this on a computer. You're doing it on your phone.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do, and then report back if it works. And if it works, then I'm going to navigate you to the only page that we're going to talk about right now. And then I'm going to get off the phone and get back to work, and then call you back when I have another page. And it's not like we're going to workshop it live, but I'm going to take you through my thinking on it, and then I want you to think on it. And it might be that we don't even revisit this until tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? Because I have a lot of shit to do today. And getting the site to the point where I can at least say, okay, we are final edits away from push button publishing, because that's where I am. Do you understand? Like, I took care of the glitches. Like, I can publish the site now. Like, we're good to go, but we're not, because I'm not quite ready. I want to get the content perfect, and it's not. Okay.
I am Hollywood with the red am and the thin letters is really nice.
Okay, so it worked. Okay, great. So this is great news. Okay, so it worked. You're into the site, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to click on the About link. So the About link in the middle of the page. So thanks. I'm glad you like the logo. We can change any of this. I made that logo. That logo was made in fucking Google Docs, dude. Okay, so it's nothing fancy, but it got the job done, right? Or you know what? That might not be Google Docs. Yeah, I think it is Google Docs. I made that. I chose that. Font, and because I wanted to go minimal. You'll see the whole site is fucking minimal. It's black, white, and red, and it was really easy to make it do the black, white, and red. And it does have like a brown thing on it, but I kind of like it at the bottom. Like, I don't even think I'm going to change it. It's like I'm fucking digging Squarespace. Like, this whole thing only costs like $200 for the year. No, I think it was like $189 for the whole year. Okay, so did you click on the About page?
Yeah, nothing's coming up.
Seriously?
Okay, no, I'm sorry. It did.
There's a video.
There's a big gap.
Yeah, the gap is a video. You're on mobile, so that's good feedback. But let's not worry about that right now. Let's worry about the copy. Okay. Because honestly, when you're going to review this, you're going to have to review it on a computer. Can you scroll down to where it says our mission?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, we are committed to creating media that matter. So that's a complete ripoff, intentionally so, of Participant Media, which was Participant Films. Participant Films, I think, was their original name. And he gave a TED Talk, he being Jeff Skoll, the founder of as a reminder, because you might not remember who that is. Jeff Skoll was like number 2, I think, at eBay. Or he was certainly...
I'm pretty familiar with Jeff Skoll.
Okay, never mind. So he's at number 1 target, right? He has been ever since he did that TED Talk. And in the TED Talk, I think the name of it might have been Movies That Matter. Okay, and it's like, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, that's my guy. Like, I'm like, Committed is a movie that matters. Like, it has all these important things, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so he
tend to be meaningful and socially conscious.
Say what?
His films tend to be meaningful and socially conscious.
Well, and there you go. Hence why he became my target. So that's a ripoff. So let's read the mission. We are committed to creating media that matter. Media is plural. So it's not media that matters. It's media, because that'd be medium, right? Media that matter. Media that entertain. Media that inspire social change. Media that increase the peace on earth. Whether it's a dramatic or documentary feature or podcast, I'm Hollywood Media tells important, impactful stories about the most pressing issues of our time. So that's it. Like, in a sense, well, I actually want you to take that away and be like, this is interesting, Francesco. I get it. Like, I get what you're getting at, but here's why it's all wrong. Okay, and I don't want you to change the heart of it. Like, I don't think you can change the heart of it. That ties from our strategy session. I'm going to send this to Fernoli too, and I like that you like it because I think you're getting the heart of it. But it's like, of course, it's improvable. This is only. I forget what I started with, but okay, the world is a dangerous place to live. Not because now. I think I need to change this though, right? The quote shouldn't be bigger than our mission. That's screwed up, right? Do you see what I'm saying?
The world. Here, hold on. Give me a chance here.
Okay, yeah, you can read. I'm talking about aesthetic, but yeah, go ahead and read it first. Read it for content, and then I'm going to ask you a question. This is so much fun. We're back. We're fucking back, dude.
The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Yeah, okay.
It's a great quote. That's Einstein.
That's a great quote.
Okay, what I just did though,
and you know what? And
it's broader. It's broader than world peace, and it's because Shaq is like, oh, your fucking mission sounds stupid. I'm like, okay, this makes it more tangible.
It couldn't be any more fucking timely. I mean, it's perfect for this point in time.
Well, you know what? I actually had that in the description, but I took it out because that's all there is, and you don't point that out because then you date it. Anyway, hit refresh. I just made it smaller. It doesn't matter actually because you're looking at it on mobile. It's going to look like shit. But
no, it looks fine. I like it. Okay, but anyways.
Well, it was too big because it was too big on the thing. But that's it. And then our team, like even here, it's like I don't even want bios at this point. Like when we sell something, then fine. This is so like okay. I've never heard of I Am Hollywood. Like right? Because who's the audience here? The audience is billionaires. Okay, so it's like okay, they don't have any money yet, and this is what they threw together. And because this doesn't cost anything. I mean, this is a free site, but it's fine because of the authenticity. The video is grabbing. Do you know what video this is? This is the video of you talking about me. Oh, you can't see the video, bro.
Okay.
I'm asking you.
I cannot see the video.
Okay, the video. You gave me. You did some recording of talking about me. Okay, you're like giving me props, and I cut it into a number of shots. It's like it's shots for it's the whole trip. It's like, but it's primarily most of the 2 minutes and 40 seconds. It's a testimonial. It's like you like giving me a blowjob, saying what I'm going to do because of how I am, and it's what it is. It's the putting up of the billboard, but then it's interspliced with me getting to LA. But the whole thing is you talking. But so on the webpage, because I don't know how you see it on the phone. Actually, I do know. Hold on, let me click on it because I can see the phone. If I click on something, I can look at what you're seeing. 1 second. Let me see. Okay. Unfortunately, you're not getting the video. It should you see our mission, right? You see all the words, but right above the words, okay, and then above that it says I'm Hollywood Media, and then there's a little menu thing. You see that. You see our mission, then you see the quote, then you see our team, and you see two people, right? Are the links red? Is my name red?
Yes.
Good. Okay, good. So it's consistent then. That's what it tells me that it is. But anyway, my point that I wanted to make is that there's a video scrolling at the top of the page. I can make that a picture. I can make it anything. You don't have to make it a video. I chose that. Why? Where I Am Hollywood Media and our primary properties, literally every frame on here is definitely going to be a frame in I Am. And some of them will sneak into Committed. Some of them, right? Because I'll be in Committed, right? I mean, that does seem obvious again. Anyway, my point is this. The video that is on the top of the About page is that interspliced video of the billboard being put up, which is great because it starts with like the bikini shot. So you get like a laugh, like it's not too serious. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it doesn't have your audio, which would be too serious for that. It would be too like blowjobby, like, you know, because this is on the mission page. And it shows like the construction of the billboard 12 years ago. And there's obviously a story there, which isn't told on the page. But it will be told on the page when people are like, well, who the fuck are these people? What is this? the point when this happened, like this billboard run, which was kind of I Am Hollywood 1.0, right? I mean, that was 11 years ago, and here we are. We're back. What a long, strange trip it's been, culminating with the fucking reality show television president and what? And fucking Corona.
Yeah, I
know. Reality is stranger than fiction, bro.
It really is.
Well, come on.
It really is.
Come on. I mean, the real life connections that I rattle off, like, I mean, unless I was telling you it was the truth, like you wouldn't believe it in a fiction. Like if someone took my story and made it up and took it as their own and said this is a fiction, like you'd never believe the connections and the coincidence. Be like, yeah, that's too far fetched. I think. I mean that's my claim. But my point is, if you look far and wide enough, because you can connect anything, I think you could almost do that with anyone's story. Which gets you back to life is stranger than fiction.
Right.
I mean, let's face it, dude. There's no guarantee that Hunter Biden will accept an invitation to Theory of Mind. But I would not be surprised if he would. I would give him control of the subjects. I wouldn't give him editorial control, obviously, right? It's a podcast. But do you know what I would want to talk to Hunter about? Use, drug dependence. By a certain person. And the person who informed me, my opinions at this age, was the same person who informed Vice President Biden's and Beau Biden's and Hunter Biden's and my brothers and my sisters. This was a woman who taught, like, was the health. She wasn't phys ed. She was like health. Like there was like a health instructor, right? And we had like a unit of that. And that included, drug and alcohol stuff. And it was Mrs. Aiken, Margaret Aiken. And it's interesting, her daughter, one of her children, went on to work for, I don't know how long she worked for Joe Biden, certainly into when he was a senator. I don't know if she continued when he became vice president. I didn't overlap. She was like my brother's class, I think. And I think her name was Margaret too, her daughter. Anyway. She taught very specifically that, and because you can hear Joe Biden say this, he has said it throughout his political career, throughout his year as a public servant and leader, and that specifically is the message that addiction is a disease, addiction is a brain disease. This, okay, like you've heard that narrative, right?
I've heard that narrative, yeah.
Right. So that narrative falls and is told by certain groups. It is believed beyond those groups because of the buying power behind the groups that propagate that narrative. And you see where I'm going here, okay? Myself, Vice President Biden. We're live on YouTube, by the way, so I'm capturing all of this, Andy, as a reminder. So, but this is a good reminder because I have a growing list. It's like this weekend or this week, actually probably this week, because I'm going to do a lot of I Am Hollywood work, and then I'm going to get back on Theory of Mind. I'm going to get the I Am Hollywood stuff going. The legal, you didn't read the message, but that's what I said to Shaq. I said, look, if you're going to give me a legal referral for this auction stuff or to approach people to say, look, we don't have agents. We don't know what we do have a lawyer and we're ready to cut, to sign contracts. Here's what we're looking for what we have and what we want to do next. And I have all of that. And I'm totally open to being told, like, that's not how we do it. But if you want, but we are, you know what I mean? Like, I'm giving up on trying to get this to happen virally. And so I'm setting up our website again. Like, we're a real production company. We're not really capitalized, but we are. I mean, most of I Am is shot. Okay, is there a lot of work to be done? Of course there is. Just in the getting together of all the crap, which has to be done by me, right? You can't sub that out. First of all, I have to find the fucking tapes. I still think they're in DC, so that's an ongoing little drama, is to get the tapes because, well, if we don't have the tapes, we have at least 5, if not 10, if not 15 minutes of Hollywood gold on those tapes of the frickin' hundreds of hours of tapes that I have. And I just recovered the logs yesterday. I knew I had them. I had them emailed to myself. I have them in a Google Doc. I have the logs of all of those tapes. I'm not going to review it until I know I have the tapes, because if here's the thing, if the tapes are never recovered, then we will review the log. And if we read something that that sounds compelling, and assuming I remember it, it would literally be one of those cases where, documentaries have like, this is a reenactment. You know what I mean? Like we would do that.
Yeah.
And we can really do it, because especially if most likely it would be a scene with me, and it wouldn't, oh shit, my phone. It wouldn't be that hard to do, because it's crazy. When I look at video of me, you can tell I've aged, but I'm actually doing all right. Like I seem to like not be aging that fast. You know what I mean? For whatever reason. I don't know.
Keep yourself in good shape.
Well, I guess, but yeah, but you say that, but my God, like I totally, I am, you have to call me a smoker, even though I don't smoke much. Like my use of cannabis over the last 25, 30 years, like I don't check the smoking box, because I don't think of cannabis as smoking, but it is. Like if you smoke it, even if you inhale the oil, which, I'm restocking my supply on that, because it's less important under quarantine, but the oil is really good to have in public situations,
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I want to leave you with the about page. I want to continue on with the rest of the site. You can poke around the site. I don't want any on these videos. On the home page itself, it streams that the only thing on the page are the 3 links which say about, projects, and whatever. I might add another link. And then it is silently streaming the trailer, the first trailer. But you can't really watch that trailer there. You have to go into projects and then see the committed part, and then go deeper, and then you see the trailers. Do you want to click through that right now, just real quick? So at least you can play around with that. And so if you had high-level thoughts about sitemap, right? You could give me that feedback now. But I don't mean right now. I mean like today. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hold on. So let me back up and go with you. If you click home, the title itself gives you the home page. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you click on the I Am Hollywood logo, okay, or so yeah, I'm Hollywood Media, it takes you to the site, to the home page of the site. Okay. Now you're on your phone, so you're not going to see it. So you probably will just see the 3 words, and then underneath that you're going to see a blank box, because that's the video. And again, your piece of shit phone for some reason can't stream the video. Okay, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so now can you select projects? Now forget what I have written for committed. It's over the top. Did you select that?
I really like the logo.
Thank you. I do too. It's clean as fuck. And it's simple as fuck. Everything we do is big and overstated, but not the logo.
You know what? That thought crossed my mind as well. I thought I liked it. Then I thought,
Andy, that is precisely why I Am Hollywood Pictures was lowercase to start with. And again, it's the whole thing. Like the fact that it has the words I am in it, and yet the moral of our primary story, Committed, right, our first property, is to get over the illusion of self. You kind of have to go the other way. Yeah. Okay.
Visually, I really liked it. I thought it's elegant, it's refined, it's minimalist. I like it. But then I also thought I Am Hollywood Media is audacious.
Right. So it is. Right. And it's in Philly. So this page. Okay. Are you on the projects page now?
Yeah.
Okay, the video, but you can't see it. The video that is streaming on this page is the one that starts with the digital Jesus card, and then it goes into me taking my clothes off on top of the art museum with all the hash marks on me, showing the domain names. Now, the great thing is I have them. ithinkdifferently.com I still have. The digitaljesus.com I still have. And I think the Digital Jesus, what do I have on it? Hold on. Yeah, the Digital Jesus, I have videos on it. We're going to change that. I mean, we'll decide what to put on that, but I like that these videos are on there because they're visually fucking appealing. And the thing is, we have to make them all available on the site elsewhere. In fact, In fact, I probably should make them available on the page, like a little tiny link that says, click here to watch this video. Do you know what I'm saying? Or maybe can I make the video a link? No, see the video that's playing at the tops of these pages is literally it doesn't seem to even be linkable. It's just like aesthetic. But so yeah, anyway, I'm thinking out loud. Okay, when you scroll down on the projects page, do you get a black thing that says committed? That's an image. Did you get the image file at least or no?
I'm seeing one of the videos.
Okay. What page are you on? Are you on the projects page, on the about page?
Yeah.
Which one?
Denali National Park, the projects page.
You're on
National.
Okay, Denali. Okay, yeah, because as you can tell, this page is still in progress. That stuff's at the bottom. Okay, so what I want you to look at on this page, scroll. You're seeing that video on that page? Okay, so that's what it was. It was just a matter of caching, right? Okay. I want you to scroll right below the video. Do you see the committed picture there? Do you see the black and yellow committed?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You see that? It's a link for it. So that's an embedded video. Yeah. So I can put all of the content in the right place, and I can make a link like here, and I can personalize it, right? Like when we send shit to people, like this, like please click here, Mr. So-and-so. Do you know what I mean? And then we give them a password so we'll know if they've logged in. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like we can send an email or a text or like I have the emails of these people, and it could be like, look, this is what's going on. We know this isn't traditional. Francesco has IamSinatra.com. I might have Fernando. I mean, like I'm the president of, I'm the former blah, blah, blah. This is what's going on. This is a project that's been, that inception dates back to blah, blah, blah. Here's where we are. Here's our aim. We're looking for partners. If we had our druthers, if we had our druthers situation, seriously, like let's say, people advise me, it's like, look, Balls, the auction's an interesting idea, but you're shooting yourself in the foot making it 3, because if they don't bite, you decrease the, then you have to step out of the gate again with that failure around your neck. So why don't you open it up to 10? You know what I mean? Invite the top 10 production houses.
Gotcha. Okay.
And like to make the point, like, you know what? Like, I don't want to shoot myself in the foot. As confident as I am that my first choice, Mr. Skoll, will be part of this, I just have to increase the chances and motivate him and his team to get it while the iron is hot. Inspiring stories about perseverance and resilience are going to be top shelf. And I challenge anyone to top the team at I Am Hollywood Media, to launch a company and kick off their creative careers with a story like Committed. I'm never going to say that, but like seriously, like everything I'm saying is true. Like timing is everything. Bill Maher was talking to someone last night, to this comedian who was just about to take off, and he said, "Look, he goes, your timing is perfect." He goes, "Or perfectly wrong." He goes, like, "Yeah, maybe." He goes, "But you're not going anywhere." He goes, "You were just about to get a national tour, and sure, like that's not happening for a while, but like you're not going anywhere. Like it'll come back. You'll be here." And he was like pumping her up, and I'm just like, yeah, unlike me, our timing is perfect, because that's not part of the story. It is the distraction that enabled me. You have this news vacuum creating force called Donald Trump, the president of the United States, right? You have the impeachment. We have the Mueller investigation. Then you have the impeachment. Then you have, because I'm like, as soon as that dies down and it gets boring again, like I'm like, we're back. And then what happens? The fucking apocalypse. But what does that do? Because week to week, and then all this stuff, this personal stuff, it's demonstrated to me that as much as I have it all, that it is not in the ready state. Now, I'm glad that the old I Am Hollywood, that I can't get to it, because it is causing me to recreate this stuff anew, and it makes me boil it down to the brass tacks, because it's like, I'm not even going to put the pitch materials here. I'm just going to put the same stuff up here with a nice skin on it. And then when it comes to actually, reaching out to these people, that's where I'll really bear down. But in the meantime, we'll have a site again. We'll have this site will be up before the end of the weekend, at least something that no one's like, no, don't put that up. Like, because basically all the content is already out there. It's just organized now, or it's going to be within by the end of the weekend. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting. I think of where I am now versus where I was when I went out there, when we met. And if that was brought on by the fact that I got suspended. Remember, like I made the Rocky video and that woman that I was interested in, like she made a complaint and they said the fact that I had shared it on Facebook and that it ended up in her feed was me communicating with her. Do you remember that? You don't remember that?
Not specifically.
Well, I don't want to talk about the person because again, like we're recording this, but that's what happened. I was put on a 3-week suspension and I never went back. I was put on a 3-week suspension because I was directed. It was kind of like an organizational, temporary extra. No, right. Or I think I was, but then it was like, it's like she doesn't want to be contacted. I'm like, fine. But then I posted on Facebook. So I posted a video on Facebook. Now, what I didn't know at the time was that this person was like a Rocky fanatic. I didn't know that. I literally didn't know that. What did I post on Facebook? IamRocky.org. So I think she egocentrically thought like this motherfucker's coming right at me like he knows I love Rocky. And it's like I had no fucking clue. Like
fucking egocentric to assume that, but anyways.
But who I'm egocentric to assume that?
No, she would have to be. I mean, given
but dude, listen. The fact at the time that I had kind of come at her and expressed interest, and that she like went through formal channels, which I obviously hated. Like she literally, because she was in with the employer, I wasn't. Like she was in with the CEO. I never even had a private meeting with the CEO, let alone did like the CEO intervene on like in my personal life on my behalf with a fucking coworker. Anyway, they made the case. I forgot about this. You just reminded me. I'm going to say it. They said, I made this Rocky video, which was me making the sign, IamRocky.org, and starting to run up and down the steps. You remember, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I made that sign and I posted it on Facebook, on my feed. I'm like, hey, here I go again. I'm doing my stuff. And then I was called into the office. They said, hey, we got a report that you communicated with so-and-so. And I'm like, I absolutely did not. They said, well, did you make a video and post? You know what I mean? They said, like, she saw that and because we were friends on Facebook.
Right.
And so they were equating the fact that a post that I put on Facebook that would end up in someone's newsfeed because we're friends is me communicating directly with her. Okay,
that's quite a leap.
Well, that's what I was suspended for, and I said like I'm like you're kidding, right? I'm like, and I literally was like I'm like do you want me to explain to you how feeds work? Like social media feeds work? Because I'm like, given what you're saying and what you're doing as a result, I'm like, it seems like you don't. And they very like that comment wasn't appreciated if memory serves, and they're like, no. We understand, fine. And as we said, you're suspended for 3 weeks. And, it might even have been like, if you keep it up, it might be longer or something like that. It's like we're going to discipline you, which was just fascinating to me because it's like, why don't you just fire me? Like they had already got me to be part-time. I forget what exactly caused that. I was doing some stuff. Again, I was shaking things up there. And then I published that IamGM.com after GM did that commercial on the Super Bowl. It's actually... I did the IamGM.com thing the same time I did the Hashmark video. It was a really creative time. Like when I don't sleep, smoke a lot of weed and write a lot, some of the stuff that comes out is interesting. I have ideas all the time. Anyway, here's the thing. I'm going to finish this freaking site up, okay? Because here's my plan, bro. You ready?
Yep.
I am going to make a virtual production package. So I'm going to have a page. It's going to be password protected, right? But what is a production package? The production package is the format. I assume it's for any film, but it certainly is for independent filmmakers. It's a way for them to express what they have as an investment vehicle to potential investors for an independent film. I don't know that the bigs do this, but it certainly is an understandable document, right? Like it describes the project. It describes an intellectual property for a dramatic feature or documentary feature in a way that investors can evaluate it. And that includes, obviously, above the line talent. It includes everything, like who is committed and who is committed to doing this film. Like, we're looking at this as a potential investment or a potential acquisition as an intellectual property. What would we get if we get it? You got me?
Yeah.
So that's a production package. So I don't think I've ever updated. I created a production package, I think, for Believe. I don't know if I ever updated it for Committed. When I say that's the point in time between, in 2002, after which, I had been committed to the mental hospital, that I changed the title, right? So I am going to update that package, the production package, okay? So, I'm calling this I Am Hollywood 2.0, but it's the Committed production package 1.0. And this entails essentially, I don't have a script, and I don't know what I'm going to use for a one-page synopsis. I have like 10 of them, right? Like, and it's almost like, let's figure, it's all, I want to attach some stars. Maybe I show them several of the small short synopses of it and the fact line. Like, I want to attach some stars to the property to make it appealing to investors or to acquirers and distributors, even before the screenplay is written. It may be atypical, but I have nothing to lose to try to do it, right? IamSinatra.com. I want to do it my way. It's part of the story. I'm not going to do it with social media, but okay, like let's put up with these eccentricities for the sake of the story. I think if we play this right, Committed becomes an all hands on deck kind of Hollywood love story. Like, oh my God, have you heard about Francesco Belafonte and this story? Like, have you heard about it? You know what I mean? Like, I really think that could happen. Do you know what I'm saying when I say that? Like, I kind of get choked up,
sure.
But I really think it could happen. And if it does, like, I'm going to be like choked up for like a month. And I think that's why I'm going to have to go to Mexico to be like, okay, like, because I'm pretty much sure that's going to happen now. And I don't think it could have happened until I was sure that it was going to, and now I am. So it makes me think that it is. Okay. And I really do think so. I'm going to make that production package. Okay. And I don't think I'm going to make it public, but I think I am just going to send the link and the logins, and I'm going to make I'm going to make them all in one string. So I have 100 and some domain names, but the production package probably won't have look, even if you just put me on as an EP and I make one phone call or just review something for you, please, like, let me contribute to this. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm getting choked up, like, because I'm imagining like serious people wanting to try to contribute in that way. And here's the thing, I'm going to ask them. I'm going to do like a formal letter, and it's going to be like, it's like, look, if I got cancer, right, and the Make-A-Wish Foundation said, what's your wish? I'd be like, this is the wish. You don't even need me anymore. You don't even need me I'm going to be here. But here's what it looks like. Here's who I want to, write the screenplay with. Here's who I want to direct with. Okay, I'm not going to be around for that, so I can't do that. Okay, I'm not going to act. But here's the cast. Here are the producers. Here are the production. You know what I mean? Like, I have all of that in my head. Every freaking, wannabe or eventually will be creator does that, and I've done it for one thing for like 20 years. So it's like it's the joy of my life to fucking write that thing, and I've been like putting it off. I'm like, I'll tell you later off camera all the things that I've been doing while not doing it, and I give myself credit because I think once I cross over, everything will be different. So I think I'm just kind of enjoying things for the last time. I really do. So with your help, though, we're going to just push this thing right over the edge. It's just going to become like anything else that I've ever done, and maybe that anything that we've ever done for work. It's just like, okay, there's things to do. People want it. We have to produce this. We have to agree on, you know what I mean? Like, it's just work. And I want our work to become that. I want it to become, okay, wow, we actually have meetings now, and I am driving to Hollywood. I want to do the product placement because we're going to film that, and I'm going to get Progressive and Kia to buy the car, and we actually have to do that work. You know what I mean? Like, I want these like crazy ideas just to become the matter of fact shit that we do day in and day out. And like I said, I don't know if you gave me the number that I have to say to you for you to leave your job, but I'm not even people, and you're still doing your shitty job.
Right.
Okay, good. Anyway, I think we got this. I obviously, I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I wouldn't be doing the things. It's not played out the way that I originally hoped or wanted. Oh, gee. And I have to, seriously, $19.99, you can write pretty much any production company, any star you want. That's all it costs is $19, $19.99. So, the idea was to focus on Natalie, and maybe I will focus on Natalie, and I'll just talk to her, and then I'll CC everybody else, and then just do a one-off. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So in other words, Natalie, Natalie, excuse me, Ms. Portman. Like when I'm talking to you, I can say that, but everyone will be by their whatever names. The production package has a lot of names in it, but I don't know. There's something of the age that we're in, and the idea that in this age, and like with the stuff that's happened to me, this Me Too era, that I Am Hollywood Media would have a woman like Ms. I mean, she probably has her own production company, but still, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy to think that people do this, but I would go so far. Go ahead.
She's very smart. She's a lot more than just a beautiful face.
Oh, Joshua Sauberman produces with her, and I'm not making things up. Like,
she's a fucking Harvard grad.
Yeah, and Syosset. Anyway, look, my point is, I have like in my mind, I have M. Night Shyamalan because he's local here. I have Brendan Lowry still. I'll never forget what that guy did. He's not even paying attention to my stuff anymore, but that's fine. He's trying to help people with COVID, which is great. And he's doing his own thing. When I have money, I'll make him an offer. He'll take it or he won't. And I don't care. I don't need him. It was a crucial time, though. Like when he did what he did with the assassination, he's the only person to publicly like be like, wow, like this is. I think he saw the brilliance of it. You know, like, wow, like this is incendiary art. You know, like forget provocative, forget Purple Cow. This is like fucking Technicolor, fucking nuclear, phantasmagorical magicalness. You know, it's my shit was so provocative, even haters didn't hate it. It's extraordinary, dude. Like no one came at me. Now, I'm not saying I didn't get reported, but to this day, and like all the content is still out there. Anyway, there's nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, it is what it is. So I'm going to keep my head down here, but listen, like you'll see if you look at what I have on the committed page, I do try to wrap in the notion. You have to have a crossover point, like where the story ends, or an inflection point, and that inflection point could be a hopeful viral video to Ms. Natalie Portman. Why? Because it's a milestone event in what? In the beginning of the end of Suicide, the brand new greatest story ever told, right? Like, if you really own and get what I'm doing, every single thing I do has led to this moment, and anything I do that gets me to that point is it, and I can wrongly call what it is, or I can just put something out there like and hope that it is. You know what I mean? Do you see where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of what I've always been trying to do, but I could get more intentional about it, right? Like, it's not that hard to get intentional. How do I mean? I think it's something like you need like a 30, 60, 90, or maybe all three versions. Like provocative as fuck, high quality. So I have my microphone again. I told you. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do voiceover with images. And then like really tight, tight on me, maybe just really short things. And I try to get Natalie Portman to see it, to get her curious. And how do you do that? I think the way you do it is I do it on every platform simultaneously. And I even go where I shouldn't go. Like, I don't think she's on LinkedIn, but you do it there too, right? So I go like, I put all the content, I put it on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter, okay? Because she's on Instagram, and when you tag someone in a story, when someone stops by that story, you fucking see them, okay? It's never worked. It worked with Costa, that's it. It's never worked with Affleck. It's never worked with right. That's the virality, right? Like, what do they see? The shit that everyone keeps like liking or retweeting or whatevering or commenting on, right? Because I'm pretty sure, like that. I imagine, because as much as these apps are written for the multitudes, they must look out for the mega users who get ridiculous amounts of traffic. Because you would imagine if you don't code for that those people wouldn't even be able to use the app. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I build software, so I've thought about this because I've seen people, like, I saw a video of the guy from what do you call it, Breaking Bad. He like made a recommendation to somebody. Okay, you know, like
the guy who plays Jesse Pinkman. Is that who you're?
Jesse Pinkman. Jesse Pinkman gave a shout out to somebody, and then that person held up their phone on Instagram, and it was like skitzing out, like with all of the like likes and follows and shit. So it made me think. I'm like, can these stars? But see, even that's even bigger
Aaron
than
Paul. That's his name.
Yeah, Aaron Paul. All right, I'm babbling. I'm going to get back to work. It's already 5:30. But look, man, can you take a look at the about page verbiage copy and just, try to be the worst critic, the best critic, however you want to put it. I think the heart of it is right there. What I don't like, you know what makes me uncomfortable about this verbiage? Can we just talk? Can we close with this, and then I'll get back to work, and I'll ping you with the other pages when I'm ready. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So go back to this page. I think what I don't like about it is the unfamiliarity, is the non-colloquial use of the word media. Right? Like
I'm not sure I'm following you there.
Okay. Are you on the page that I'm? What do you mean when you say you're not following me?
How did you put that? The non-colloquial.
Well, I said non-colloquial. I mean, I don't know what the colloquial. Like, what the fuck does media mean? Like, when I hear the word media, I normally think of the press, which is not what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Because let's face it, participant media, I Am Hollywood Media, it doesn't mean press. It means film. It means productions is what it means, right? It means media productions. Yeah. It means media productions. And look, we can still fucking change the name. Like I didn't do the legal filing.
What if you changed media to productions?
I Am Hollywood Productions.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the homage to participant because they're media as well, and I like copying them.
I don't know. I personally don't interpret it as news media. Right.
Okay.
Especially given that.
I don't want to get into the weeds here. Are you looking at the verbiage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're prefacing it with "I am Hollywood," right? Which
is what? Is film and television.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's good, but that's okay because it's not Hollywood the place, because literally if you scroll to the bottom, the site has the address. It has my address of Philadelphia. That's my address and phone number. Okay, like there's really no reason for me not to do it this way. Like, I don't give a shit. Like oh, that's Mickey Mouse, and I'd be like, go fuck yourself. Like, we're gonna be the biggest entertainment story in the coming decade. Like, go ahead and call me Mickey Mouse, Cheech. Go ahead.
What if you changed media to entertainment?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, I mean, remember what did I have as choosing for before? Did I have films? What did I have? What did I have? I had us choosing between
I Am Hollywood Entertainment.
No, I didn't. I had media and something else. You don't remember that?
Actually, I don't like entertainment because I don't like how Hollywood
exactly
flows. Yeah. Hollywood Entertainment. Yeah, it doesn't work. I like media. Fuck. I see your point. I like it.
Yeah, I like media too, but I don't like media in that verbiage. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so hold on. Let me check something. Because I bandied something about and I put it on my Instagram. Just give me a second to get there. I want to see what I put up on my Instagram. It was a question, and like nobody answered it. I'm like, God, people are such fucking haters. Like people like stay away from the shit. Okay, hold on. I forgot that I'm live. I keep forgetting that I'm live, and then I say shit that I probably wouldn't say. Okay, taking my first day off in 2020 to celebrate life. Theory of mind. God, I have done a lot this year. Okay, where the flock is it? Party invitation. Okay, studios. I Am Hollywood Studios. I Am Hollywood Media. That was the choice that I put before you guys. So yeah, but production is kind of like that. It's like, what do studios make? They make productions, right? And what kind of productions do they make? They make media productions, right? Okay, look, we're sticking with media. Okay, we're not making the change. I'm not saying we never will. We could, but we want to stick with it. Okay. But what I would hold on a second. Maybe the devices bring it out of us. My ask of you is to make that verbiage better. Okay.
Okay.
I want the heart of it to come through. I like social change. I like peace, and I like entertainment. I think
clear. This is under the about piece.
The only verbiage I'm asking you to tear apart is the about for now. But I will follow up with you before the end of the day and say, yeah, the whole site is now ready for your review. There's not going to be much on this site. Like I should have been done this a day ago. I'm enjoying it so much and dragging it out. But listen.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All I'm seeing is the our mission.
Yeah.
I mean, what verbiage specifically do you want me to?
What you just said. Our mission. That's it. Not the quote. We already both aligned on the quote.
Okay.
Right.
So it's just the our mission piece that you want me to.
It's very short. Yes. It's the thing. It's the sentence over and over again with media. I don't like the way it rolls. I'm not used to saying media like that, so I don't like how it sounds. I like the meaning, and I like the parallelism. I like the cadence. I like the rhythm, because I think it can be powerful. But it's almost like, well, I'm saying media. It's like, well, I don't think that's the right note. But the things that I'm talking about are peace, entertainment, and social change. Because peace through social change, right? Like. Peace would be social change. So they're kind of synonymous. So maybe you can even boil that down and say, look, you don't need this social change bullshit. Make it say this. I want you to
let me throw this up there for your consideration.
No. I want you to take this away and come back with like 10 options or 10 improvements.
Okay.
I don't want
one thing that just came to mind though.
Well,
there's a bit this is a little bit off topic though.
What?
There's a bit of a negative connotation associated with the word media.
Okay. Well, look, you want to revisit the name of the company again?
No, I don't know. I think that's just something to
for the verbiage,
consider, especially when you're using the word over and over again repeatedly.
Well, look, I've already told you that's what I don't like.
Okay, sure,
my man. Okay, I'm gonna look. It's a beautiful day, but we're not supposed to be out and about anyway. I'm gonna go for a run eventually. But hey, man, oh fuck, it's already 5:30. Fuck, maybe I'm not gonna go for a run. I'll go tomorrow. Is it gonna be warmer tomorrow? That you don't need to answer. You don't need to answer that. Look, I want to get at least 3-4 more hours work in today, so I can finish. So we can definitely finish this site. And I hate to say it, like I paid someone to do this to I Am Einstein Theory of Mind in Wix, and now that I've done this in Squarespace, I'm gonna eat all that work and not use it. I'm gonna redo I Am Einstein myself in Squarespace. This shit is tight. And I thought like Wix is better if you want to do a lot more customization, but this isn't that. Like when we have real money, we'll just fucking hire like a serious developer to do a serious page. This is just to get us there. And I was trying to sub it out, but guess what? I think what she delivered and what I spent more already, and I still would have to pay the Wix fee. I think I already spent like $250. She moved all the content over to the Wix platform manually, which is all going to be lost, but oh well. I don't know. Maybe there's a port between Wix and Squarespace. Fingers crossed, because if there is, I can leverage that. But anyway, my point is, I didn't want it to go this way, but here I am, kind of, doing all of the the fucking grunt work too. But that way, at least I know it's right, especially when I have input from people like you.
All right, buddy.
All right. So go ahead and tear that one up, and I'll send you texts and emails with new pages as I'm, done the draft.
Okay.
Thank you, brother.
All right. Sounds good, Francesco.
Later. Peace.